Welcome back to Vinny's Aquatics. Thank you guys for joining me, and we're going to get right to it on this one. This video has a few quick, easy DIY fixes to keep your hoses clean and organized. When you think of DIY, when you think of using tools, these images may come into your mind. The other day, I was with my buddies out of this tool shed, and he pointed to a ladder. He said, "That's my step ladder. I never knew my real ladder." This guy here looks like me on water change day. As the aquarium hobby has evolved over the years, the use of canister filters has grown tremendously, and with that, the amount of unruly hoses. Same can be said about the amount of Airline hoses. These hoses are all over. It's like Dr. Octopus. So Vinny, how do you organize your hoses? I thought you'd never ask. Okay, imagine this. You're stuck in a locked room with no windows, no keys, and no tools. There's not even a door. So how do you get out? Stop imagining it, silly. Workbench? And here's a few common tools you're going to need to solve your hose problems once and for all. All right, so you're going to need a drill with a Phillips head and a drill bit. A nice wrench, any type of wrench will work, even a vice grip. Here you're going to have an old water bottle, soda bottle, any type of bottle. I'm sure you have plenty of those. An old piece of canister tubing. Here we have our trusty zip ties. We're definitely going to need those. An extra piece of Airline hose, just for an example. We have some wood screws. Then we're going to need a source of heat. I'm going to use my butane torch. You can use a lighter or even a match.
Strike the match like this. Say, what's that? Richard Pryor running down the street.
And I also have a couple extra drill bits. And of course, my trusty hacksaw. So let's get started. Alrighty then. The first thing Hacksaw Vin Duggan's going to do is a simple DIY canister hose clamp made from an empty water bottle. First thing you want to do is take your trusty hacksaw and just chop the top of this right off. Yeah, as I make it look so easy. Take it a little longer. All right, so now that you have it cut off, you're going to want to grab this. I would recommend trying to use your pliers here. And just put one simple slit right down one side. There you go. Simple as that. Now you're going to take your heat source. I'm going to use my my torch here, but you can use a lighter, or like I said before, you can use matches. So you're just going to want to take it. Now, I'm going to use my pliers again. Heat it up a little bit, right where I want to bend it. There we go. One bend on this side. Let it cool for a second. Now we'll hit the other side. Repeat step one. Bend it over. Even it out. Sit. Let it cool. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just hitting it with a torch to take off all the sharp edges. But there we go. Now here's an example of how I'm going to do this. I'm going to take my piece of canister hose. I'm going to put a couple lines so I know where I want it to go. I'm going to put it in position. Take one of my clamps. Now this clamp here, are ones you can buy at the store. You can get these at Lowe's or Home Depot. These you can find in the electrical section under conduit clamps. They come in all different sizes. And one good thing about them, they're PVC, so they don't rust, and they're pretty flexible. But say you can't get to the store in time, or you just don't want to take a trip to Home Depot, or you just like doing things yourself. Well, that's where the other one comes in. Here's the one I made. This is the DIY from the top of a soda bottle. It's going to line it up. If you're going to do it this way, I recommend doing 10, 20 of these at a time. So always got them around. And obviously you're going to need more than one to keep your hoses nice and organized. So like I said, I'm going to line it up. Take my Phillips head, fire these in. There we go. Look at that.
Well, that's great.
Not going anywhere. It's actually more solid than the other one. Than this one. And instead of buying these, you can do it yourself.
Please hit the like button. If you're new, subscribe and smash that notification bell. Thank you.
Now that I've shown you how to keep your canister hoses organized, and this works on multiple hoses at one time, nice and clean, time do we deal with Airline hoses. These things are everywhere. I don't know about you, but I have about 30 of them running all over the place, and I would like to keep them nice and organized. So what I'm going to do here, draw out a line where I want them to go, take my drill bit, fire a couple holes in there. What you want to do is take your zip tie. You're going to want to just bend it a little bit like that and push it right down in the hole. Bend it over. Grab your screw. Fire it in. There you go. Take your piece of hose. Slip it through. There you go. Cut the top. And there's your Airline. Look at that. That's not going anywhere. You can get the black ones too, or whatever, if you're worried about matching. So like I said, you drill a hole, zip tie it in, pull it tight, and there you go. No more messy hoses. The other day, I Googled how to make a campfire, and I got 20 million matches. So, I hope you guys found that helpful. Those are a few DIY hacks from Vinny's Aquatics on how to keep your hoses clean and organized. Let me know if you've done any of this. Leave a comment down below. And if you guys like this, I plan on doing a lot more videos like this. But for now, thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you next time on Vinny's Aquatics. Woo!